Joanne, if you would you please read the minutes from our last resident council meeting?
Sure. From the resident council meeting from July 1st. Residents present: Ron Miramora, Joanne Pons, Mary Schaefer, Althea Simpkins, Erica Mortland, Mary McNess, Madeline Sawyer, Noe Sebring, Marge Carnes, Gervin Weinberg, Mary McCollum, Lorraine Miller, Mary Zimmett, Margaret Zinn. Staff present: Kim McMonagle, Carly Stauffer, Jean Urban. Ron opened the meeting with prayer. Joanne read the minutes from the last meeting, and they were accepted as written. All residents agreed Christ the King Manor and AAA staff are invited to the next meeting. All business. Nursing staff in a meal dining room was addressed at the meeting. Regarding meal scheduling, main meals were served at lunch for a brief period, but the majority of residents preferred their main meal in the evening. Robin sent a memo to staff asking them to knock and wait for an answer prior to entering a resident's room. Robin sent a memo to staff asking them to give more time for showers. Ron said he has not yet seen chickpeas and olives yet on the salad menu. Erica's request for earlier breakfast was addressed at the meeting. New business. Erica asked if maintenance could schedule grass cutting in the front yard anytime other than 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Activities on the patio are interrupted and not enjoyable with noise. Mary McCollum wants to know why she is last getting dressed. Kim said DNA's probably wait until last because she rarely leaves her room, but is sure they would get her ready sooner if she requested. Mary Schaefer said this was her home away from home. Madeline Sawyer complimented all staff, stating they are always there to serve her. Althea Simpkins is requesting her wheelchair be washed. Kim will send a memo to third shift. Jeannie Urban announced a peer conference meeting on Monday, July 25th. Jeannie Urban announced a peer conference meeting on Monday, July 25th at 1:30 p.m. in the conference room. She also reviewed Resident Rights Month for October. The meeting closed with motions, and the next meeting is scheduled for August 5th at 10 a.m. in the activities room.
Okay, thank you, Joanne. Can we accept the minutes as written, or are any changes needed?
I'm going to accept.
Can accept, thank you.
Second.
Okay, thank you. Kim, can you review any old business
Yes.
we need to take care of?
Yes. Okay, regarding the maintenance schedule for cutting the grass, I did send a memo that day to maintenance, and they have rearranged their schedule to keep the cutting away from there during activity time.
I would say that God has helped too.
No grass. God has helped too, because we haven't had any grass, although they still put their mowers out there.
They still try.
They still try. I did speak with nursing staff regarding Mary McEwen and getting dressed, and they did say that anytime she wants to get up, all she has to do is ask, and they will get her up in time to go to activities. And the last piece was Althea Simpkins with her wheelchair be washed. I sent a memo that night to third shift, and they did wash your chair that night. So
Yes, they did.
yeah, so and this wheelchair washing schedule seems to be going pretty good from what I know. No? Why?
Mine hasn't been. Well, this is fine. My other chair hasn't been washed.
Okay, all right, I'll check on that. I do look at the schedule periodically, but I'll look on that. That's all I have on.
Okay, thank you, Kim. Now we can move into our roundtable. everyone has a chance to speak one at a time, making suggestions, recommendations. If you have any personal problems, needs that aren't being met, this is a good time to bring them up here, and then they'll be taken to staff members, department heads, to see what can be done. Erica, would you lead off for us?
Okay. I just have one thing, it really bothers me, because I'm one of the people that eats in my
Angie
room.
Domitravich, could you please call 120? Angie Domitravich, 120.
So, the staff will put down on the little menu slips what I want, and when the tray comes back, it's only half there. The other day I ordered soup and chicken nuggets, and I got 2 nuggets, which I think is a little lax, but
Absolutely.
that's all they had left, I was told.
No.
And then, well, that's what I was told.
Right.
I'm not saying whether it's right or wrong. I was told that that's what they had left. No soup at all. So the aide had to go back to the dining hall, and she actually got 2 more pieces of chicken and soup, which was nice. But she shouldn't have to go back and forth. I guess I'm thinking more about her, but it is kind of sad when you don't get your whole menu. And it was definitely, soup was definitely circled on the menu card.
Okay.
So it seems to me people are being a little lax.
But we do have new people that we're training, not that that's an excuse at all.
Right.
So I will check on that because I can go back and look and see what day we had chicken nuggets. Do you remember what day it was?
Chicken nuggets were like yesterday?
Chicken fingers. They were
It
yesterday.
was yesterday?
They were yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was yesterday? Okay.
Okay.
Anything else? Okay, we get a hold of Jane and see if she has anything today.
Jane, hi, I'm over here. Hi. Do you have anything you want to talk about today at resident council? Is there anything you want to talk about at resident council? Okay.
Yeah, thanks, Jane. Next we have Blanche, if you have anything to...
Blanche, do you want to talk about anything today?
No.
Everything okay?
Everything's okay with me.
Okay.
You're up, Jim. Anything for us today, Jim?
You're,
I don't have a thing to say except, good morning.
Good morning, Jim. Good morning.
We have Gervin.
Gervin, do you have anything you want to talk about today?
Nope.
Everything okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Everything's okay with me too.
Okay, Althea.
Speed right along here.
Yeah.
Margaret's almost awake.
Margaret, it's your turn. Do you want to talk about anything today at resident council?
Okay. Mary Nicholas?
Not at all.
Not at all. Okay. Next we have Betty Lou Brownlee.
Betty Lou? Hi. Do you want to talk about anything at resident council today? Okay. Everything going okay?
Let's check in with always positive Madeline Sawyer. How are you doing this month today, Madeline?
I think that this is magnificent, is what I think. This council and the people that are here, I love every one of them. So I'm pleased.
We're happy to have you here. You're nice to everyone.
I have nothing to
Nothing to
say, everything's good for me.
Okay, Jim, Bill? Bill, would you
Well,
like to, anything, do you have any needs that aren't being met, anything that you want to talk about?
Well, I have nothing to talk about, but I can always talk.
Okay.
What I'd like to say is, I think that the organization here operates fine. I really do. I mean, I think it's a wonderful place to be when you have to be here. And Maybe I'm going to be out here in another week or so, I don't know, but I hope so. But anyway, it's a wonderful gathering. It's a wonderful association with everybody. And I know I enjoy life, and I wish everybody else did the way I do.
Well, thank you,
Well, that's
Bill.
good, yeah, it's nice to hear. I'm glad you're here, that we have a chance to get to know you.
Hey, may I
Joanne,
refer,
Joanne,
may I reverse my decision that I didn't have anything to say? When you said about last time about them washing they did wash it, and I wish they'd dry it. This is soaking, my sleeve is wet and everything. They washed it last night, and I didn't know it.
yeah, that's happened before.
And
Okay, because the water's leaking out of it. Okay.
yeah, they didn't squeeze it out and dry it off, whatever. The other side's all right.
Okay. Well, maybe there's a leak in that cushion. Maybe we need to get that fixed.
That's a
That's,
silly thing to be talking about.
water probably shouldn't penetrate those, but I'll check on that for you, Althea,
Okay.
okay?
You should put a towel on it.
Thank you.
Joanne, anything you want to bring up this morning?
No, it's already been brought up. What Erica said about the food portions, I eat in my room at night on night shift. And the portions on the dessert are, I would be ashamed to serve. Like a big piece of pie up here, they'll cut that in half.
Really?
Yeah.
And you're not diabetic, are you?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I think you brought that up before.
Mm-hmm. And wheelchair. You know, she has a wheelchair.
Just I'll wrap things up here. A few meetings ago, not blaming Erica, she wanted the salad vegetables cut up smaller. Now they're so small, you need a spoon to eat them. I know you can't satisfy anyone, but how do you like the vegetables now? Are they small enough or too small? Is the tomatoes?
I don't think I'm talking about the size of the god-awful cucumbers I didn't want in the salad, but you were talking about the extra things they should decorate the salads with. And almost instantly, we got a nice salad with a bunch of things on it. One time, in 1 month, we got extra things on the salad. The rest of the time, nothing.
What do you mean extra things?
Didn't you say like?
Well, no, we have chickpeas. I haven't seen olives yet.
Well, with our salad bar, it's like a little square container that we have crocks in. So we have so many crocks that we can fill in. So we always try to have the staples and everything, and we're just gonna like kind of switch out some things here and there and try to have different things sometimes. That's why we don't have like everything on there. We don't have like a large area to do it. It's just a small little bin.
Yeah, the other thing point I was trying to bring up, the tomatoes are cut so small now, you can't even pick them up with a fork.
Oh, come on now.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay. And the other thing I was gonna point out, Shelley, some of the new people on the second shift, understandably, they're quick to get the meals served, but they don't want to take the time to help the residents cut food up. The one in particular that works our table a lot, she does a good job, but, there's a lot of elderly people who just can't cut up, the main entree.
Absolutely.
So some of the nurses help, but not all. So that's all.
Well, and the nurses are in there, and that's what they're in there for.
Yeah,
They're,
they should
they're
be, but
supposed to be going around helping with that while we're serving. That's kind of the nursing task. However, absolutely dietary should be also. I'll look at who's doing that.
I didn't have anything else. Oh, let's check with Francis, not for now.
Everything okay, Fran? Everything going good?
Good? Things going good? That's
Thank you, Fran.
Okay, thank you. Michelle? Michelle, was there anything you wanted to get?
Well, but I'm so sorry that I'm late. I mean, in the process of doing lots of interviewing and just making some job offers, and it's interesting, I, caught the end of your conversation. We are actually looking to bring on board some new dietary aids for that evening meal. And if I could share, I wanted to share with you, what we look for, because I need all of you to help us hold everybody up to those high expectations of what we bring them on for. And actually just put an ad in the paper, dietary aid, part-time opportunities on the 4 to 8 shift to help us provide a nourishing evening meal for our residents with love and a smile. This position requires a strong commitment to customer service, compassion, and dependability. That is what we expect when we bring you on board.
Forgot to put down can read.
Well, that's part of the job description, that's a requirement. But all of you, that is what we expect, and, and if you have a complaint, tell us about it. Don't worry about getting anybody in trouble. It's, we can give them the feedback so they can help us to provide the kind of services that you all deserve.
And remember, when we hire somebody, they're hired on a 90-day probationary period. During that time, we want everybody's feedback. If we're having a problem with somebody new, we'd like to know right away so that we can either mentor them and get them where they need to be, or let them go somewhere else, because we want the best people here that we can possibly have. But we need you guys to let us know. And please, like Michelle said, don't feel like you're getting someone in trouble. You guys are going to have to deal with them every day. So we do need that feedback from you. We really do appreciate it when we get that.
Just to follow up on something you just brought up, Michelle. We recently had a new aide went through the training class. And I assume she was told what the job was. But she expressed to a number of people, she didn't realize she would have to clean people up, backsides, change diapers. And she didn't like the smell. And I was surprised a lot of people that she didn't realize that before she was hired.
Well, let me tell you something, and I'm going to get with you afterwards because I want to find out more about that. But even before we accept them into our program, they job shadow. So they learn all about that. They are interviewed more than twice with the job description. So they are very well aware of what the full is, and it's part of the training program too. So before they even come to the floor and are caring for anybody, they have had that addressed to them several times. So I'm going to want to follow up with you and make sure that we get that cleared up with whoever that person is, especially if they're still here, and make sure that this is.
What kind of training do they get when you hire somebody to come in
It
and say,
depends on
take care of me?
It depends on the position, but for instance, a nurse aide, that's actually regulated. It's a 120-hour course that they have to go, participate in and go through training. Part classroom, part clinical on the floor, and then they also have to pass a test, a certification test. This last class that we just had, they are going to be taking their test this month. So, but all of them are continue to be that last class who just graduated. They're still in a probationary period. So we're wanting to get feedback on them, and we're giving them lots of feedback that this is, a right career choice for them.
Then they are trained.
Oh, absolutely. They get 120 hours of training.
And then they have to have a yearly requirement of
an additional 12 hours, yes, of electives.
And then they have to be recertified every year.
And then even after that 120 hours, they have an orientation period of a minimum of 10 days with another nurse aide before they're ever even by themselves. So they finished 120 hours of training and then another 10 days with another nurse aide before they're ever even by themselves. So it's extensive.
Well, I have had wonderful aides. There isn't anybody I can complain about, but they all have been good.
But needing that feedback because there is a lot that they have to learn, and certainly if they would forget something, we would want to reinforce it. You know, if there's something that they didn't recall, we will reinforce it with them. If we hear from you that something's not how it should be.
Anything else you tell me about?
I don't. Thank you for that. I appreciate the feedback too, but I think I'll follow up on this one.
Jeannie, do you have anything you want to talk about today?
Just a reminder that the National Residents' Rights Month is in October. I hope you're looking forward to that.
What do we get to do?
Anything else? Yeah, Jeannie?
No, that's everything, Ron. Thank you.
Shelley, you or Carly have anything to contribute? Add?
No, I don't today.
Okay. Does anybody have anything else they want to bring up this morning? If not, we'll be back here in another month, so hope to see you back then. Thank you for attending. I move to close the meeting. Second.
Thank you.
Thank you all.